Hi everyone, this is Sharpfokus Weekly number 41. I got 4 things this week to show you. First thing, just very quickly looking at the JCI index, and you can see that we've got this breakout, very nice breakout. This is a monthly chart, and there you go. So we've broken above the high at the beginning of this year. We've broken that trend line since 2018, and we are heading to new highs. A very impulsive move this, which makes it look like it's got a lot of strength, and we're going to be heading to pretty big new highs, we think. So very exciting, that one. And then just wanted to have a look at our coverage, because we've now come to the end of reporting or writing our updating research based on the second quarter results. So we'll look around the Sharpfokus universe in Saham, which is our subscription service. US stocks first. So you can see there Penn, which is Penn Gaming, which is gambling, is the fastest growing. This is second quarter sales year on year. And then you've got Snapchat, so still the social media doing well. And then number 3 is ExxonMobil. So oil obviously is becoming a bigger and bigger story. Snow is cloud. Tesla, of course, is Tesla. So that's the top 5. Our US stocks still, we're covering 29 US stocks, mostly technology, although we've got lots of other ones in there. You can see Coke, McDonald's, Lululemon. So there are other ones as well. And one thing to note here is in the US stocks, only one, JP Morgan, is still negative year on year. And then if we look at the Indonesian stocks, amazing, Bukit Sentul plus 4,105%. Great job. You might be surprised. Property there at the top. Arto, less surprising. Then you've got soccer, bola, P1, so kind of retail property, MLBI, that's the top 5. So pretty diverse, maybe not what you'd expect. And then you've got Matahari at number 6, just outside. So some interesting growth stories. And when you look at the Indonesian stocks that we cover, you'll see we're up to 182. There are still a few negatives. So unlike the US, we still have quite a lot of negatives, and you can see if you look down at the bottom, these are a lot of construction stocks. So it could be interesting for a rebound for construction stocks. But hopefully over the next quarters, we're going to get third quarter numbers soon, this red is going to disappear and we will be all black. But lots of stocks to choose from there. And then I wanted to tell this little macro story, which I think is quite exciting. So we've got, the index jumping up, and I'm from the UK. I came here in 1993, the first time. And at that time, Asia was full of promise and the UK seemed a bit boring. But you can see up to about 2002, it was the FTSE which did better, going up to above 6,000, 7,000, and the JCI went down from sort of 600 down to 300. So we were the losers. But then starting from 2002, the JCI has been catching up with the FTSE, and we are getting very, very close. So we're now 6,500, the FTSE 7,000. We are within striking distance of overtaking the first major index. So you've got, the Dow up there at 35,000, Nikkei at 30, Hang Seng 26. In Europe, DAX is at 15. So the FTSE is the most catchable. And I think in the next few months, we are going to overtake the FTSE. So that's pretty exciting. And then the last thing, wanted to look at one of the individual stocks that we cover, because we've updated this one recently. This is Astrographia. It's kind of an interesting story because it captures a lot of what we're seeing. Sales haven't done that well, although we're expecting them to do better. But margins have come up, and with lower investment spending, the cash flows become pretty decent. And they've been using this to clean up the balance sheet, pay down the liabilities, and we see it heading into net cash. So having paid down the liabilities, they're now going to be able to, because we see sales rising, better cash flow, they're going to be able to pay out a big yield from the equity side. And we're forecasting a 21% yield and a much higher target price for the shares based on that. And you can see how cheap this is. So we measure the capital that the companies pay out over time. That's forecast to rise above 1 trillion, which is higher than the current market value of the shares. And the cash flow that we're forecasting compared with the current value is only 2 times. So a lot of very, very cheap stocks in Indonesia. If you want to subscribe for our service to find lots of these interesting opportunities, it's sharpfocus.com/pay, sharpfocus.com/pay. And that's all for this week. See you next week.